Welcome back for another challenge from ABC Racing. Today's challenge is going to be Alesi says step on it, which is the Lotus Exos 125 around the Mugello circuit. I'll be showing you the Hotlap, my setup, and I'll go through the telemetry that I've got available as well to show you where I lost a little bit of time and how I use that feedback if I wanted to go back and improve my lap time. Here we go then on the last corner. It's a long sweep-in left-hand corner. Need to manage the understeer at the beginning part of the corner, get a late apex, and then use all the curb on the exit. It's a long straight to the Mugello circuit now. We just need to make sure we get these gear changes right and don't bog down at any point. Quite a bumpy circuit as well. It's really starting to throw my force feedback around on my wheel. Braking 100 metres then down to second gear. It's a long sweep-in hairpin so you can go down through the gears as you turn in. Move to the right hand side of the track. Gentle stab at the brakes. Get it down into third. Just flick it to the left using all the entry curb. Feather the throttle. Use all the entry curb in. Use all the exit curb. Similar type of corners to these next two corners, but a bit more open, a bit faster. Keep it to the right and then throw it in for the right hand corner. You've got loads of downforce in this car, so use it. Brake at the red, port the loop, get it down into fourth, keep it to the right and accelerate all the way out through this left hand corner. You're going to be going flat out all the way up to the top of the hill. Throw it in for the right hand sweep and curve. Don't use too much entry curb, it will unstabilise the car. Full commitment here as you flick it in to the right. Use 6th gear at the crest of the hill. Braking at the start of the curb in for the right hand corner. Keep it as far to the right as you can for the best entry for the left hand corner. Use all the curbing on the exit of the corner. Looking ahead for your braking point now is about 70 metres before the long sweeping right hand corner, which is downhill as well, so try not to understeer. Keep it to the middle of the track because the next corner is a left hander into a right hand chicane. It's easily flat out as long as you've got a good entry to it. Use a bit of entry curve on both corners. Position yourself to the right hand side, braking around 60 metres for this long sweeping left hand corner, which is also downhill. Cut back in tight about mid corner to make sure you get a good exit out. Concentrate now on minimising the steering input and going up through the gears at the optimum time. I can see I'm about a second up on the target time, and there it is across the line, another gold achievement. Yes! I absolutely love this car. I love open wheel cars. Just the speed, the downforce, just everything. Amazing. Right, so with the setup, I did change a few things. Not loads, but a few things. So first of all, starting with gears, I changed the final drive. So the 6th gear at the top speed of 181, it was maxing out at the end of the first straight. Tyres, slick medium, 16, 16, 14 and 14. Fuel, I put in 10 litres, which gives you a few laps to try and settle in. Electronics, traction control 2. Wing, I had a 15 and 18 wing. Alignment, minus 3.5, minus 3.5, 12 and 12. Now with these, you could lower them just a little bit, maybe to 10. The toe on the rear was 13 and the camber was minus 1.4 on both sides. Dampers, bump of 23 and 23. 15 and 15 fast bump. 4 and 4 on the rebound. Fast rebound was 19 and 19. Bump was 21 and 21. The fast bump was 9 and 9. Rebound was 6 and 6. And the fast rebound was 21 and 21. The drivetrain, I didn't change any settings there. Generic, I didn't change any settings there. The suspension, the anti-roll bar in the front, you could reduce down to, say, 15 if you wanted to. I added 17. The wheel rate was 105 on both sides. Height was 15 on both sides. The wheel rate was 105 on the rears. 30 in height and an anti-roll bar of 2. With suspension advanced, I changed the travel range to 35 and 40 on the rear. I didn't change the other packer settings. Right, so the telemetry then, we have got a Tract Titan lap to compare against, and we are 4/10 up on that. As you can see there, theoretical best. Apparently we could go a second quicker, but I did make some changes, setup changes during the session to do this. So, segment 4, that's where we lose the most time. 2.5 tenths down, waiting for that to load now. Let's look to see where that is on the track. So we get the start, finish line, turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, turn 5, turn 6 and 7. Okay, so we didn't understeer, we didn't oversteer. Using the grip, it's saying we didn't use the grip at the start and in the middle of the two corners. We'll have a look into why you're saying that. Braking is saying that, well, I broke earlier and I came off later. Didn't brake quite as hard. Throttle, obviously I come off the throttle a little bit sooner. And I don't pick the throttle back up as quick either. So basically I'm not as aggressive. What you can see from my racing line, which has marked me down here, my racing line, I've kept a tight apex into turn 1 and kept it for a good entry into turn 2. Now, it could be that the Tract Titan lap, it could be that they're running more aero, and obviously they're able to push it harder through there and get the stick, even though they haven't got a good line into the second part of the chicane. I've got a much better line into it, so I bet you I'll be well, I am faster out. You can see by here that I'm faster out of it by 7 or 8 kilometers, but much slower on the entry to it. So I'm a bit too conservative at that point. So that means just brake a little bit later and get on the accelerator a little bit earlier. Okay, so that's pretty much what we can learn from that. Don't think we looked at the difference to reference, but we'll do that quickly then. So you can see going into the corner at the very beginning of the braking zone, I'm up, and then as we go into the corner proper, I lose 3.5 tenths, but then gain a tenth back, so having a better exit. So going back to lap overview, difference to reference, segment 1, which is me turn 1. So turn 1 lost just over a tenth, saying that I understeer slightly. So I'm gonna guess that my braking isn't as good as it should be. Didn't oversteer. Using the grip is saying didn't at the start and towards the end. So look, you can see there from using the grip, it's basically saying I didn't brake as hard. See the journey here as I brake and braking earlier and not 100%. So let's go into braking. There's the curve, slightly earlier, not 100%, 92%, 93, 92, and then come off quicker, but I've understeered just simply because I don't get up to that 100%. And as I said earlier as well, that reference lap may have more downforce. I don't know what setup they use. I don't think they use the default for these. So it may have more downforce and it's able to carry more speed into the corner. But you can see from the racing line, I'm just missing the apex, which I know I did when I was doing the lap. I felt it straight away. So that's pretty much it for this one. We can have a look at the throttle quickly. Don't think we're going to learn much. Obviously, come off earlier. These are gear shift blips by here from both of us. I tried to get on the accelerator earlier. I don't feel it's going to stick, so I come back off. And then I can't quite get to the 100%. at the same point as the reference lap has. Other than that though, I'm faster in every other sector. So it's only those 2 sectors that I would have to go back and try and do something about. The theoretical best, I don't think I could do a second quicker, because I think that's looking at different setups as well. But I could do half a second quicker. I could definitely get the 10th on turn 1, and I could definitely get a couple of tenths in not turn 4, but segment 4. I hope you've been enjoying the videos. Please subscribe because it does motivate me to carry on doing this. Like the video, comment, let me know what it is I'm not doing so well or what you enjoy about the video. And most of all, thank you. There are a few of you watching them and I can see how many of you are subscribed. I can see how many aren't. There's quite a lot who aren't subscribed, but I can see the watch time you guys are putting in as well. A lot of you are watching it like to the end, which is just amazing. Thank you.